Hi, I'm Mark Medley, the Globe and Mail's books editor, and joining me this afternoon is Plum Johnson, the author of They Left Us Everything, which earlier today won the RBC Taylor Prize. Congratulations, Plum.
Thank you.
So my first question is, you wrote They Left Us Everything in the wake of your parents' death. Was this book a form of therapy for you?
Perhaps in a way, in that I felt a very deep urge to reconnect with my mother, because my relationship with her had deteriorated towards the end as she aged. Of course, I was grieving and mourning as I was, taking apart the things in the house, but I think also it was a search for my mother, yeah.
Both your parents led very interesting, adventure-filled lives. How were they as parents, though?
I think they were wonderful parents. I think my brothers would echo that, but they were very different. So Dad was a strict disciplinarian, British, and Mum was this laid-back Southern belle. And she was always after us to kind of go against the rules, sort of flaunt authority, and Dad always wanted us to be obedient. So we were sort of, caught between those two things.
Why did you want to tell this story?
It just seemed to me that everybody I knew was going through this, and nobody I knew was writing about the honest truth of it, or at least my truth of it, what I was feeling. It actually happened when I was taking a bunch of things to the thrift store after Mum died, and I realized that they hardly wanted more stuff there. There was just so much of it, and it was all the same. It was all from the 50s, and it was clear that all these baby boomers were clearing out their parents' houses. And that's when I went, called an agent and said, "Do you think there's a book here?"
What kind of advice, then, do you have for people who are going to one day have the same problem you have?
Well, I say welcome the problem, because that whole process was so profound for myself and for my brothers. And I would ask elderly parents not to try and self-edit beforehand. So if you have a whole lot of, especially diaries, I never found my mother's diary. I kept looking for it. I found letters instead. And I think if you have a diary, don't throw it away. If it's too steamy to show your children while you're alive, leave it for them for later.
Would you characterize this as a difficult book to write? And if so, was there a point during the writing process that you thought you were going to give up and stash this away?
No, it wasn't difficult to write, but it was extremely difficult to edit. The writing only took probably 6 to 9 months, and the editing took 2 years.
And what kind of confidence does this give you going forward? This is your first published book.
Yes.
And you've won a major prize now.
This is the first published book with my name on it, and I feel enormously confident. I'm very grateful to the RBC Taylor Prize for giving me this chance, especially very late in the game for me.
And finally, there's going to be a lot of people picking up this book in light of today's news. When they read it and they finish it, what do you hope they take away with them?
Well, I hope and I think that they will take away a sense of self-forgiveness if they've been through a similar thing, because I think so many of us are guilt-ridden children. Some women have said to me that it's changed their relationship with their own mothers, which amazes me and makes me really happy, of course. If I could have read a book like this before Mom died that changed my relationship with her, I would have been really happy about that.
Thanks, Plum.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.